All right, you guys, again, good morning and welcome to this informational meeting, getting to know your host. This is me, Krista Wiley, and my beautiful family. That was taken about 2 weeks ago on the beach in Cancun, Mexico. I am, again, mother of three. I live in Southern California, and I'm also a travel agent. Been a travel agent for 2.5 years now. Been a travel agent for 2.5 years now. A travel trainer here within the company, one of the top income earners, as well as IATAN card holder. What does that basically mean to you guys? I am very well versed in this business and able to answer a lot of your questions. This is my full-time job. This is what pays our rent. This is what pays our car payments. This is what pays our bills. This is what pays when we want to go on vacation, all of that. Prior to this, I was a paramedic for 14.5 years. I did teach paramedicine for 10 years, as well as being a field training officer. I'm also an avid cruiser, absolutely love cruising, but one of the kind of cool things I say about the pandemic was that it forced us to do some land travel. I'd never been to an all-inclusive, finally got to check that off our list of things to do this last month. Got to go to Walt Disney World using some travel agent perks and things like that. So pretty awesome there. I can't wait to get back on a cruise ship though. Definitely have my list of next cruises. Now, enough about me. You guys, let's get started. What will we be covering? How to be a travel agent in today's market and enjoy the perks while working remote from home. We're going to go over the ability to earn money from home as a travel agent, how to obtain your travel credentials, how to get your travel agent certification, how to book travel for friends, family, colleagues, and clients, while also enjoying all of the amazing perks and benefits. Now, this might be right for you if you are interested in what the travel industry has to offer. You want to enjoy life more and start traveling. You want to take advantage of the perks of being a travel agent. You're tired of not making enough and want to supplement your income. You want a business or a side business for yourself. Maybe you're already a travel agent and you're looking for a better option. Maybe you want to work from anywhere in the world. That's right, anywhere. Who do we work with? We are Archer and Evolution Travel. First, we're going to go over Archer. They are our host agency, been family owned and operated since 1952. We came from a small idea in a Greyhound bus station to an innovative pioneer in the travel industry. Like the best success stories, it started with a simple dream and an idea. Archer Travel was established in 1952 inside the lobby of the Glendale, California Greyhound bus terminal by Cliff and Lola Archer. We actually are going to be celebrating Lola's 95th birthday here on a cruise shortly or in the next couple of months, celebrating her birthday as well as her 70th or the 70 years of the business. The Archers wanted to provide quality information and affordable travel arrangements for local residents and friends who wanted to see the world. They wanted to build a business that provided the highest level of customer service and true value. Today, that commitment to quality and affordability is carried on by the Archer family. Steve and Ron Archer, sons of the founders, own and operate the company and carry on the tradition. Today, Archer Travel Service Incorporation is made up of several divisions dedicated to providing value and dependability to tens of thousands of travelers each year. Now, we do hire in 33 countries. Obviously, that's not all the countries, but we hire in the countries that allow us to. We do have 4 offices, one in Sydney, Australia, one in Mexico, one in Las Vegas, as well as corporate being in La Crescenta, California. Now, we are a travel agency with all of the proper credentials for you to be confident to book travel for all of your friends, family, associates, and new clients. We do have an A+ rating with the Better Business Bureau, which if you know anything about the Better Business Bureau, it's not easy to get an A+, and it's definitely not easy to keep with all the critics out there, right? Now at the bottom, you guys can see some letters. These are associations as a travel agency we are a part of. They are ASTA, NACTA, OSSN, ARC, IATAN, and CLIA. Now, if you guys are looking for medical insurance as a travel agent, you can get medical insurance through ASTA. The other two I'm going to go over are IATAN and CLIA, and those are our governing bodies. Those are the ones that make all of the rules and regulations to how and where and what and prices that we can sell travel at on land and sea. Now, about 9 months ago, we actually became platinum members with CLIA. And what that means basically is that we actually, Ron Archer, the CEO, actually sits on the board of directors for CLIA, Cruise Line International Association, and helps make those rules and regulations. So it's pretty neat. Only about 30 people are on that board. Now on the left-hand side, you guys can see some of our awards, and I say some because I've seen the wall at the Archer office. I've seen all of the awards that we receive every single year. Things like Top USA Producer, Sales Excellence Awards, Platinum members, very improved something. I don't know. I've never read that one. So President's Club member and things like that. Now, you guys, again, just a few of them. Now, I don't know about you guys, but I'm a numbers person, right? I love numbers. I think there's proof in numbers. I feel like there's a lot you can learn from numbers. So I'm going to throw a couple of numbers at you. You guys, pre-pandemic, which one of the questions a lot of people have as they're entering the travel business or travel world, they say, are people traveling? Is that something, has that recovered since the pandemic? You guys, we were slated here at Archer to sell just around $80 million pre-pandemic. Now we came up short, came about 50 million is what we sold in travel back in 2020 when the pandemic hit, which, you know, I mean, it affected everybody, but no big deal. The big thing to learn here is that we are now slated to sell over $100 million in 2022. So doubling what we've booked or what we booked from 2020. So what's that tell you? That we're obviously booking travel. Now, what's the travel industry look like? You guys, it was an $8 trillion industry pre-pandemic. 8 trillion, not billion, not million, $8 trillion industry. The travel industry is now a $14 trillion industry. I think people being quarantined or whatnot, it must have told them, you know what, I need to get out there. I need to travel. I need to see the world. We only live once, right? We might as well get out there. So like I said, numbers mean something to me. And there's obviously, it's going up. Now, what makes up the industry? Now, you guys probably typically think of leisure. When you guys think of travel, you guys think of romantic getaways, family vacations, all-inclusive resorts, and things like that. Now, there are quite a bit of forms of travel outside of leisure, and that's what we're going to talk about next. The first one is business travel. Now, you guys, on that piece of paper, I want you guys to start cultivating ideas and thinking about connections and networking that you might have, okay? The first one is business travel. Maybe you're in alignment with a business that does any one of these things: conventions, on-the-fly business meetings, company trips and events, network marketing events. Generally speaking, businesses and corporations, they don't have a travel agent in-house. It's typically somebody else is pulling double duty, and somewhere along the line, somebody's job's not getting done because they're pulling double, triple duty. Now, you as the travel agent at no cost to the business, that helps the bottom line of the business and corporation, can come in there and say, hey, I would love to help book the travel for your business. Now, the next one is sports travel. Now, this isn't, I'm not talking about you guys going to sports. What I'm talking about is you guys actually booking sports teams, things like youth tournaments, cheerleading tournaments, e-sport tournaments, pool leagues, bowling leagues, right? Roller derby competitions, things like that. Many of you probably have kids, grandkids, nieces, nephews that plays on teams like this. I know that I do. I actually sponsored my niece's cheerleading team at her high school, and I now book all of their travel for the high school for the sports or for her cheerleading team. Now, the next one is religious travel. That's Holy Land and mission trips, things like Israel, Jordan, Egypt, and Africa. Now, religious travel doesn't just have to be international. It can also be domestic, things like youth group trips, couples retreats, men and women getaways, mission trips and things like that. You, as the travel agent, again, walk into the office. Hey, I'm a travel agent. I would love to take this over for you at no cost to the church. Now, the wedding business. Wedding is huge. Weddings are big. Everybody here probably knows somebody that recently got married, is getting married, or should be getting engaged or married soon, right? There's lots of business in weddings. We have bachelor, bachelorette arrangements, destination weddings, wedding cruises, international wedding plans. Got to get all of the wedding guests there. Even if it's, a hometown wedding, there's people that fly in. We need blocks of rooms and things like that. We also have honeymoon travel. Now, the really neat thing about wedding travel is you have a bride and groom, right? They ask you to plan their honeymoon and their bachelorette, and their honeymoon, their bachelorette. And maybe later on down the road, they call you up. Now they want you to book their anniversary. They want you to book their family vacations. But the really cool thing about wedding parties is there's always somebody else next that's going to be getting married. So it's a really good progression of building clientele in the wedding industry. Now, what can you sell? Now, I could easily say we sell everything, but people would still ask, but what else do we sell? Right? We do sell cruises. We sell flights and hotels, all-inclusive resorts, as well as rental cars. Now, as travel agents, your job is to go out there, find these deals for your clients, put packages together, set itineraries, and do those sorts of things. It is a full encompassing customer service occupation, right? That's what we're doing, providing customer service. Now, we also sell Broadway, off-Broadway, Vegas style shows. We book excursions for our clients, theme park tickets, as well as sporting events. Super Bowl, huge. The Olympics, amazing, right? People throw money down on sporting events like nobody's business. We actually have a couple of agents that all they do is sell Super Bowl packages, and they live off their earnings from Super Bowl for the rest of the year. We are a one-stop shop for our clients' travel needs, and you can plan their travel from start to finish. There's literally nothing I can't do for my clients. Well, I can't pack for them, but I'm sure I could probably find a service that would come and do that for them too if they were willing to pay the price. But we book everything for them. We help them with the paperwork. We make sure that their excursions and drink packages and all of that are handled. Now, next, we're going to talk about how we get paid. I know that's a big one for people. They want to know, how am I getting paid? How am I making a living? How are you making a living, Krista? Right? 90% of the paid out commission goes back into the pockets of the travel agents. Now, you guys, when I heard this, my jaw hit the table. And the reason I'm telling you that is because prior to becoming a travel agent here with Archer and Evolution, I actually went to school to become a travel agent. I hit the street, was trying to get a job, and found out that these other places were paying about 5 to 10% commissions. I didn't know any better. No, I knew nothing. I'd never worked in the industry before. So when I came here and found out that 90% of the paid out commission is going back into the pockets of the travel agents, I was like, my God, what are those brick and mortars doing? What are those other companies doing if Archer can afford to pay us out 90%? Okay, now 80% is going to go to the booking agent. You, the booking agent, the travel advisor, travel consultant, whatever you want to call yourself. You're the one that found the client. You're the one that put the quote together. You're the one that booked the vacation. You're the one that did all of those things. So of course you should be getting the lion's share of the paid out commission. Only makes sense, right? Now, 10% does go to your travel trainer. Just like I was a field training officer when I was a paramedic, I got paid to train new EMTs and paramedics, right? No different here. As a travel agent or a travel trainer, the travel trainers are going to get paid to train you, right? We're not going to just throw you out into the blue yonder. So 10%, that, like I said, people would go, that's how I got paid as a travel or a field training officer. 10% is how we get paid to be a travel trainer. You want to be trained, right? Nobody wants to just be thrown out there to the fish. So you are going to get trained by your trainer. Now, 10% does stay with Archer. He is the one that holds the licensing, the bonding, the insurance. He's the one that makes sure that we have the relationships with the vendors and suppliers that we need and all of that. So I taken it to when you own like, or you're renting like a chair at a salon, right? You got to pay something back to the salon. Now, let's put those numbers into practice, because just like me, until you start putting those numbers together, it doesn't make a lot of sense. So I like to show you guys how that works. So group cruises. I know it probably doesn't sound like it, but group cruises happens a lot. A lot, because you can do family reunions, you can do weddings, you can do birthdays, all kinds of really cool stuff. You're all in one place, you're all moving together. That's very easy for a group. Now, Royal Caribbean Cruise Line sells a 7-day cruise for an average of $3,000 double occupancy. Now, Royal Caribbean, they pay out 16% commission. Now, cruise lines, they vary anywhere between 10 and 22%. So Royal Caribbean, they pay out 16% commission, which is $480 per cabin. Now we're talking about a group cruise. So we're going to take that $480 per cabin, times it by 16 cabins, and that's $7,680 in gross commissions. Now, you as the booking agent, you as the travel agent, travel advisor, travel consultant, whatever you want to call yourself, you are making 80% of the paid out commission. You guys, you're not making 80% of the net amount of the trip. You're making 80% of the paid out commission, $6,144. $6,144. Now, my question to you guys is, I'm going to open up the chat box. My question to you guys is, how many group cruises would you need to book a month to replace your income, your monthly income? One, half of one, one, half, one, two. All right, the people saying two, you're telling me you make $12,000 a month? All right, awesome. Half, a fourth, one. All right, you guys. All right, perfect. So you guys, to put things into perspective, I had to sell one group cruise every other month, right? Or half a group cruise a month, in order to make what I was making as a paramedic. That's right. I made half of that as a full-time paramedic, 15 years in the business. But what I'll tell you I never got was a free cruise, right? For every 16 cabins you guys sell, you guys are going to earn one free cabin. Now, what do you want to do with that free cabin? You guys, there's 3 different options. You guys can choose to go on the cruise. You did the work, you booked the cruise. I want to go on a free cruise, take the cruise, right? You can either let your clients know you're there or not let them know you're there, whichever way. The second option is you guys can gift that back to your clients. Happy anniversary, happy wedding, congratulations, whatever the case may be, you can gift that cruise back to them. Maybe your bride had an aunt and uncle that really wanted to go on the cruise, but they just couldn't afford it, right? You look like a hero now. You gave them the cruise, and now the aunt and uncle can go. Now, the third option is you guys can actually have it, they can actually put it into what's called cruise conductor credits and then have those paid out into commission. Now, remember your travel trainer. They're going to be there with you every step, making sure that you berth your clients correctly, excursions are booked correctly, all of that, right? It's all done correctly. 10% does go to them, $768. Now, what do you get? You guys are going to get your own website, right? Your own travel website. You're going to get your Archer certification. It's 8 modules. It takes about an hour to complete. And then you are going to be certified to be put onto Archer's errors and emissions insurance and all of that in order for you to legally be able to sell travel. You're going to have 2 back office sites for all of your resources and to track all of your travel bookings and commissions. You're also going to have direct access to our vendors and suppliers. Speaking of vendors and suppliers, Archer Travel has over 133 preferred vendors and relationships with hundreds of suppliers. Now, you guys, I told you that I went to school to become a travel agent. I had no idea. I had no idea how many vendors and suppliers there were out there. I had no idea, hundreds and hundreds of them. And so I'm glad that I do now, but I will tell you, I probably use a dozen to 2 dozen of them, but I'm glad that I have so many at my disposal. We work with companies like Marriott, Carnival, Delta, Disney, Norwegian, Viking, probably some you've never heard of like Globus, Trafalgar, Crystal, right? Hundreds of vendors and suppliers that we work with. Now, for a second, I'm actually going to talk about these guys over here on the left-hand side. Now, I'm sure many of you guys have heard of these: Expedia, Orbitz, Hotels.com, Travelocity, and Trivago. You guys put in the chat box for me, how many of you guys have spent hours, days, weeks doing price checking on your own vacations with one of these OTAs? They're called online travel agents, or what I affectionately like to call click and buys. Me, hours, most definitely. A million hours, I have hours, probably a few days. I've been on forever too long, multiple tabs, hours, days, absolutely. Same thing. You guys, I was the same way before I was a travel agent. I'd have multiple tabs open. I'd be going through Expedia, Orbitz, Hotels, all of those. I'd go through all of those to find the best deal. Now, my next question to you guys is, how many of you knew that Expedia owned all of those companies? How many of you knew that Expedia owned all of those companies? Whoa, not me. I did not know. Nope, no clue. Whoa, no idea. A couple of yeses, but for the most part, nopes. You guys, I have the news just gets better from here. I told you guys, I have that old saying of like, if just learn one thing every day, no matter what it is, just learn something new every day. So this is going to be your guys' new thing. Only because my husband works in the hospitality industry. Yeah. So Expedia owns all of these companies. So let me explain to you guys how this works. Okay. Expedia goes out, they purchase a bunch of inventory. What they do is then sell all of that inventory across all of these different OTAs, all of the same inventory. That is why people show up to their hotels and they're overbooked. That is why people show up to their hotels and they have no reservation. That's why people's reservations get canceled, right? All of these different issues, because let's say somebody's on Orbitz and somebody else is on Travelocity, there's one room left there and they both select that, right? So that's how that overbooking happens. So now you're competing prices. There's competition and prices happening against different websites that are all owned by the same company. Makes you a little frustrated, right? Now, here's the next bit of news that a lot of people didn't know. How many people knew that when they used an OTA, they were paying to use a travel agent? Did you know that you're paying to use a travel agent when you use an OTA? Not me. No, nope. Shouty caps. No, I didn't. I did not know. Didn't know that either. I thought it was free. Not at all. Nope, nope, nope. I didn't. Are you kidding me? No, I didn't know. I didn't know that. No. What's an OTA? OTA again is online travel agent. Online travel agent. That's what all of those different apps or websites or whatever you call them going to, it's a third party. Basically, that's what it is. It's a third party. So Expedia owns the reservation. They own the reservation. Their name is on the reservation. So that's why when you show up to a hotel and they say, sorry, I can't help you, you booked third party. That's what it is. It's because Expedia owns the reservation. They just put your name on it. They just put your name on the reservation. That's why you can't adjust it, fix it, nothing. It's horrible. You guys, I have clients that call me up and they're like, Krista, I booked something on Expedia. Half my trip got canceled. Can you fix it? And I can't touch it. You guys, but going back to my, did you know that you're paying to use a travel agent when you're booking on these OTAs? You are. The Commission is built into the price of the package. Commission is built into the price of the package. So if you go to an OTA and it's $1,000 and you go to a travel agent and it's $1,000, which one do you think you're going to get better customer service with? Anybody ever had to call Expedia? How did that interaction go, right? Which one do you think you're going to get better customer service with? An OTA or a travel agent? Not an OTA, Stephanie. Not an OTA. Definitely not Expedia. I guarantee you're going to get better customer service going through a travel agent. You're going to get better customer service going through a travel agent. You guys, it's important to understand the reason behind using a travel agent. Now, whether you decide to become one or you decide not to become one, you know it's best for you. But please understand the way that it works. Okay? Understand that you are what we call you're trying to budget, but really it's not the right kind of budgeting by using an OTA. You called once and it was a nightmare, right? It is. It's a nightmare. You get somebody in another country, they're rude, they don't have answers, they have to put you on hold every 2 seconds to ask their manager. And at the end of the day, you still didn't get the help that you needed, right? So travel agents they're more personable, right? They're customizing packages, they're putting things together, they know where the best deals are. You are using them for the education, right? They know all of these things, they've been trained. So anyways, you guys, I can go on and on about why you should use a travel agent versus using an OTA. It is not saving you money, it is not saving you a headache and all of those things. All right, so next I'm going to go ahead. I'm going to play you guys a short video, and this is a video from our BDMs, our business development managers. They are basically telling you what Archer's doing in the travel space. I could tell you, but sometimes I think it's important to hear from other people as well.
Archer Travel Service and Evolution Travel Advisors. 2022 is going to be a great year, and I'm thrilled to partner with you.
Hi, everybody. Just so you know, my name is Richard Sandoval, the Business Development Manager from Sandals and Beaches Resorts. I'm over here to give you a huge shout out. That has been such an incredible year here in 2021. Even with this pandemic going on, you have shown your tenacity and growth with helping grow the Sandals and Beaches Resort business.
Good afternoon. Just wanted to say thank you. I really appreciate Evolution and all your support for the Disney Destinations brands. We had a fantastic 2021, and it looks like 2022 is off to an awesome start. Again, thank you and happy birthday, Evolution.
Hello, Lindsay Wagner here from Virgin Voyages, wanting to send a big thank you to Archer Travel and Evolution Travel for your continued support this past year.
This is Marco with ALG Vacations, and I'm extremely proud to announce that Archer Travel is one of our top travel agency partners nationwide. We look forward to a long and mutually beneficial relationship, and we're so proud to be in it together.
Hi, my name is Mary Dring. I'm your Business Development Manager for Delta Vacations. I am just so honored and proud of what Archer Travel and Evolution Group has done this year. We've moved you into our highest category of agency, which is a Diamond Elite, and we just are so excited to continue our long-standing relationship into 2022.
We had the opportunity to have dinner with David and Ron and Jill on board the Panorama. And this guy is so smart, and you've made a wise choice in connecting yourself with David and the Evolution team. They are amazing.
My name is David Evans. I have the pleasure of being the Business Development Manager working with Expedia TAP. I'm pleased to help celebrate another anniversary with Archer Evolution Travel. Happy to say that Archer continues to be the #1 producer in my region. Thank you very much.
Hi, everybody. It's Randy Routh, your Strategic Account Manager for Royal Caribbean. And I just want to take this moment to wish all my friends at Evolution Travel a wonderful happy birthday. You made 2021 a great year in a time where it was very turbulent, and I think 2022 will even be a better year thanks to all of you and all your commitment.
Happy birthday, Evolution Travel, and to Archer Travel Agents. We want to say thank you for all of your support in 2021. Without you, we wouldn't be who we are today at Room Res.
Thank you, Archer Travel, for a successful 2021. Evolution Travel Agents, if you're looking to join, Archer Travel is your resource and tools for all things travel. We look forward to working with you in 2022.
Fantastic. It's pretty awesome. And I love listening to them. Not to mention, we actually have our convention coming up, and I get to actually, have conversations with our BDMs, let us know how we're doing in the business. And thoroughly impressed, as you can tell, with what we do in the industry. Now, let's talk about the perks, because perks is a huge thing for me. I don't know about you guys, but I loved to travel. I love to travel. And I kind of always wanted to be a travel agent because I want the perks. My dad once told me, work somewhere you love and it's never work in a day. Or he would say, find somewhere you like the perks, because then, makes going to work a little bit easier. You guys, I love the perks of being a travel agent, and we're going to go through some of those now. The first one, you guys, if you could go on a free cruise, if you could go on a complimentary cruise, how long of a cruise would you go on? If you guys could go on a complimentary cruise, how long would you go for? 14 days, a week, 7 days, 3 days, 14 days, 7 days, 2 weeks, forever. Me too. Sign me up for retirement on a cruise ship, right? 14 days, 8 days. You guys, when you finish your Princess Cruise Line, as well as a couple of other cruise lines, when you finish your cruise line training, you will earn a complimentary cruise for 2. All you have to do is pay your port fees and taxes. Now, you guys can choose anywhere between a 3-day cruise or a 30-day cruise, whatever you want. You're like, I want to take that Princess Cruise that goes to the Hawaiian Islands, goes around the Hawaiian Islands and comes back. Then go for it, right? Forever, Ruben. Me too, forever. Absolutely love that. Any Disney fans in here? Anybody want to go to Walt Disney World for 10 days? Anybody want to go to Walt Disney World for 10 days? Somebody said no. There's always some people that don't want to go. Me, obviously, yes, my husband would love that. Me, I'm a local, absolutely not. Yes, I would love it. Me and my kids would love that. My son would love it. You guys, when you complete your Disney training, you are going to get a 10-day hopper pass to Walt Disney World. Not just once, but every single year. Okay? Maybe you like Disneyland better. You guys can get tickets, complimentary tickets to Disneyland every single year, as well as discounted tickets for you, discounted tickets for your family. But your immediate family, not like your grandparents and your aunts and uncles and all of that. Your immediate family, you can get those discounts for, as well as discounts on things like Aulani, discounts on things like Disney Cruise Line, Adventures by Disney. Maybe you guys are Universal fans. Are you guys Universal fans? Maybe you guys are like, hey, I want to go see Harry Potter World. Same thing. You guys absolutely can go get those complimentary tickets to Universal, SeaWorld, all of those. We do get those complimentary tickets just for completing the training. Universal all the way. Absolutely. The next one, you guys, this is my favorite. And I could rave on about a good discount. Anybody else love a good discount? You like buy something on sale, you're not really sure why you're buying it, or why, like, you're like, okay, well, it's on sale, I'm gonna need it eventually, so you buy it. Yes, guilty me. Definitely my addiction with Amazon, right? Absolutely, yes, always. I love a good discount, you guys. So I told you I was a huge cruiser. So when the cruising industry took a small break, we had lots of cruises canceled. Well, what happened? We got a bunch of future cruise credit. So when cruising started back up, I was like, hey, I asked my husband, what are we going to do? What are we going to do with our future cruise credit? Do we want to put it towards like little cruises, or do we want to put it to one big cruise? I told him, I said, I want one of those rooms that has like a slide in it. I want to have one that has a jacuzzi on the balcony, all of those things. So I looked up the cruise and I was like, oof, that's expensive. And then I said, but it's okay. I'm going to call up the cruise line. You guys, I saved $6,000 on my cruise for being a travel agent. $6,000 that I saved on my cruise, because you guys, as travel agents, we book our own travel. We make money on our own travel. We save money on our own travel, right? So I saved $6,000 just for being a travel agent. I'm making $800 commission because we make commission on our own travel. So $800 commission. But the cherry on top, you guys, is it's a tax write-off for me and my husband. The cruise is a tax write-off for me and my husband. I don't know about you guys, but does anybody here get that when they travel as a non-travel agent? Does anybody make a paycheck, get a discount, and write their travel off? Sadly, no, no. I wish. Well, you're in the right place, right? No. You guys, if you're somebody who's traveling a lot already, it makes sense to be a travel agent, right? For the discounts. I told you that we just got back from Cancun. You guys, I don't know if you guys have ever heard of Moon Palace. It's a 5-star resort in Cancun. Just got back from there a couple of weeks ago. We stayed 2 rooms, 7 people, ocean facing, right? Saw that, open the door, there was the ocean. For 7 people, it cost me $1,200 per person. $1,200 per person. That's flights and a week in Cancun, right? Not to mention, I talked about travel probably at least once every single day. And guess what? It then became a tax write-off for me and my husband. So, right? Something you want to do anyways. You might as well make money, save money, get money, right? You guys are going to earn your IATAN card, which I usually show you guys mine, but I think I have it in my purse still. But you guys are going to earn your IATAN card after your first $5,000 in paid out commission. Now, this is your who's and the what's of the card of the travel industry. This is going to get you even more discounts, complimentary upgrades, things like that. This is the card that you aspire to get, right? The next one is going to be earn points. Yes, it's a business write-off, Kenneth. Absolutely. You guys, that's why. Do you guys understand that? Understand that's why you're being able to tax this off? You guys understand that this is a business. These are business trips. Yeah, you're having fun. Yeah, you planned it yourself, but what are you doing? You guys, what are you guys doing while you're on this cruise that Princess gave you? What are you guys doing while you're at Walt Disney World? What are you guys doing on all of these travels? Networking, making connections, learning. Yes, you guys, they want you to come and experience the product, because then you can sell the product better, right? You go on this Princess cruise, you can now tell them, what's the onboarding, the disembarkation, embarkation process. What are some excursions you loved, maybe didn't love? What's the drink package? What's the dining like? What are the cabins like? Right? Those are the sorts of things that you're going to need, you do, and then you can come back and you can market and advertise the product to your clients. Bought experience is paid experience, right? All right, you guys, earn points towards rewards and travel. Anybody here ever heard of sandals or beaches? Anybody here ever heard of sandals or beaches? Yes. Okay, that blew up. So sandals is a 5-star, adults only, romantic, whatever. Beaches is the family side of that. You guys book sandals and beaches. You guys can earn points for you guys to use towards your own travel, or you guys can use those points to purchase things for your clients or whatnot. Just went to Sandals Antigua for my honeymoon back in December. Awesome, Brooke. That's awesome. So you sell a bunch of sandals and beaches, and you guys can go to Sandals and Beaches. Now, there's lots of different companies like that, AMR Resorts and other places like that do points, and then you guys can use those points for travel and rewards. Earn cash and merchandise. just by going to trainings. I've been to trainings where they've been giving, I went to one recently, they gave away business class round trip tickets for 2 to the Azores with a 4-night stay. I've been to ones where they've given away eco park tickets in Mexico, 7-day resorts. I've been to ones where they've given away goodie bags. I've been to ones where they give away Amazon gift cards, Visa gift cards, and things like that, because they want you guys to come to their trainings and learn about their product. Right? So you guys are able to earn cash and merchandise just by going to training. Not too bad. Now, the next one is fam trips. This is short for familiarization trips, not family trips. Fam trips are things that our BDMs, those people in the video that you guys all saw, our business development managers, our tourism boards, they invite us out to their properties, to their countries, to their cities, to their cruise ships. They invite us out to these things because they want us to come experience it. Sandals, actually, I had to turn down one. They offered me a 7-day to Jamaica, and I had to turn it down because it just so happened to coincide with our convention, and I'm on the committee for that. So, c'est la vie. But you can get a couple of people are doing Alaskan cruises here in the next couple of weeks because the cruise lines were giving away those complimentary fam trip cruises. I just got in my email today a fam trip to Bali, 10-day fam trip to Bali for $499. I don't know about you guys, but I don't know if you've ever looked into Bali, but you can't go to Bali for 10 days for $500. And these are 5-star resorts, excursions, food, and all of those sorts of things. Now, fam trips typically are complimentary, but every once in a while there is a small fee with fam trips. We have several agents who, I swear every time I'm on their Facebook, they're on some new fam trip to Turks and Caicos or Antigua or wherever, right? Now, fam trips, you guys, these are only for the travel agents. Only the travel agents can go on fam trips. They are only invitation only to the travel agent, because you're going to have an itinerary of things to do, meetings, inspections, and the like with your BDM or the tourism board. So it's more business trip like. Now, all of these other ones, these are trips that you can take, you know, a guest on or get discounts for your immediate family. Now, a couple of questions that usually pop up here within the perks section is, can I sell my perks? No, you may not. Can I give them away? No, you cannot. They are only for the travel agent. The travel agent has to use them. They can't give them away. The second question that comes up a lot is, as a travel agent, do I have to travel? No. As a travel agent, you do not have to travel. I don't know why you wouldn't. Let me tell you, the more you start quoting bookings, the longer your bucket list gets. And before you know it, you have 4 vacations booked like myself, because you come back from a vacation and book another one. Another question that comes up a lot is, do I have to be vaccinated to be a travel agent? And the answer is no, you do not have to be vaccinated to become a travel agent. So I don't know about you guys, but I love the fact that I can book my own travel. I like the fact that I can make money on my own travel. I like the fact that I can save money on my own travel. I like the fact that I can tax write off my own travel. What do you guys think? Anybody else with me? Anybody, does that excite anybody else? Yes, 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 heck, yes, 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 super pumped. It's you guys, I am living my dream job. This is my dream job. So for those of you that said, oh my gosh, this is a dream, this is a dream job for me. Absolutely. Absolutely. I love my job. I would never do anything else ever, never in a million 5 years. I think, what did I do? Like, I did 2 bookings yesterday and I did 3 bookings the day before. So it's been crazy busy. We're going to be traveling soon. Heck yeah. All right, let's move along. I could literally talk about perks and traveling all day. All right, how do I know I can do this? We have live new agent orientation, Q&A travel booking webinars, travel agent marketing training, travel booking training. There's also something called Travel Agent Academy, which you guys have access to. And it is small courses. Maybe you've not traveled a lot, and so you need to learn about Ireland and Atlantis and Papua New Guinea and Australia and You know, the French Polynesian Islands, you guys can go in there and get, you can do short courses and you can learn about all of these places. Travel Agent at Home, which is emails plus monthly magazine. You also have weekly, bi-weekly team meetings, and obviously that one-on-one time with your travel trainer. That's what we're here for, is to train you, right? Now, how do I know I can gain clients? You guys, when I tell you that I knew nothing about advertising and marketing, I knew nothing about advertising and marketing. 15 years as a paramedic, okay? Prior to that, I managed a UPS store and I taught franchise owners how to open up their own franchises of UPS stores. So that was mine. That was my like resume in a nutshell. I had no idea how to advertise and market, but it has quickly become one of my favorite things to do. We all know the average social media user logs in every single day. How many times do you guys log into your preferred social media platforms? How many times a day do you log into your preferred social media platforms? 10,000 all the time, too many to count, a lot, maybe 3, a lot. I'd never log out. You guys, I don't know about you, but before I know it, I like pick up my phone and I'm like scrolling TikToks. And I'm like, how did I, or Pinterest or Etsy or whatever, right? You guys start, like going through these things and you have lost 30, 45 minutes of your life. It happens to the best of us, right? TikTok is a rabbit hole. I swore I was never going to get TikTok. I was like, nope, not happening. Krista, you will not download this app. Then I downloaded the app. You will not create an account. I created an account. You will not look at TikToks. I started looking at TikToks. And before I knew it, I am now like, ooh, how can I get more visibility? How can I create more content, right? Which things like it better? Which song should I pick? Which hashtags should I use? You guys, I was not a content creator, was not a social media guru. I was one of those people that liked looking at fun photos and videos and like moved on, right? I'm obsessed with TikTok, right? It's a great place to advertise. It's a great place to, I don't know, just put fun stuff. But you guys, there are all kinds of social media platforms, not just TikTok, not just Facebook. Did you guys know, actually, my question is, how many of you guys hear YouTube? Does anybody YouTube here? Anybody go on YouTube and watch videos? Yes, ma'am, daily. Yes, all the time. My kids love YouTube, right? But not very many people actually post on YouTube, right? YouTube is a great place to advertise your business, right? People put in the search bar, I don't know, Chicago, right? And then all of a sudden, all these videos about Chicago pop up, right? What if you advertised you have a short or a video about why somebody should travel to Chicago? It sparks an interest, and before you know it, they're now on your YouTube channel. They're subscribing, they're following, and they're watching all of these other things, right? Same thing, Instagram. Instagram Reels is becoming a huge thing. Did you guys know that you can monetize YouTube, Instagram, Facebook, TikTok, all of those things? You guys could be making money just for advertising your business without ever even selling a lick of travel. You guys could be making money. YouTube has short clips. Yeah, I post clips all the time. You guys, I posted on my Reel, I posted on my TikTok, I posted as my YouTube short. So I posted them on. So I book in all of those different places. Sorry guys, every once in a while my little travel agent assistant comes in. On average, they say people get on social media about 1 to 10 times a day. I think somebody that's on one time is probably on for hours, but what do I know, right? Every second 11 people use social media for the first time. In 2017, there's almost, oh, my chat box is in the way, almost 2.5 billion people on social media. In 2020, there's almost 3.8 billion, which is more than half of the world's population. Now, I am sure there's somebody in here right now that's like, Krista, I don't social media. I don't use social media. I'm sure there's lots of people that are saying that. Anybody here have farmers markets? Anybody here have community events? Anybody here have a chamber of commerce? Anybody here have a Rotary Club? Any of those things in your community? Anybody have bulletin boards, car washes, right? All of them. You guys, if you're somebody that's like, nah, I'm not a social media person, that's totally fine. Get out into your community. I sponsor my kid or my niece's cheerleading team. I gained a ad at the high school for the next year, right? So there's all these different ways to advertise your business. Social media is just a very popular place to do it, but not the only place. You guys, we have a saying around here, you can't be a secret agent, right? You got to talk about travel, you got to live travel, you got to, not be afraid of talking about that. Now, for those of you that are like, I live in a small town, Krista, I don't know anybody that travels. So you guys, I will tell you that 95, maybe even 98% of the people that I book travel for, I've never met in my life. They came purely from the cold market of me advertising my business. So I'm not going to, we won't be talking about the excuses of I don't know anybody that travels and I live in a small town, because lots of people have that and have very successful businesses. All right, moving right along. We are about taking your beginning travel agent or seasoned travel agent and giving a path to success. Travel agency recap. Full travel agency, website with maintenance and updates, travel agent certification, vendors and suppliers, earn your IATAN card, travel booking training, marketing training, fam trips and perks, small group coaching, as well as one-on-one coaching. Now, this is a picture of what our old website looked like. That way you guys can always see. I mean, that's what's going on with this website with maintenance and updates, and you guys will see what the new website looks like. That is our travel certification, as well as hundreds of vendors and suppliers, the IATAN card, training, more training, the amazing, wonderful perks that we just went over. But one of the things I want to do is talk to you guys about the culture of people that we work with. Okay, I want to talk about the culture of people that we work with. Anybody here feel like a number at their current job? Anybody feel like a number? Yeah, yes. It doesn't matter, right? It doesn't matter who comes and pushes the buttons, fills the box, does the data, rides in the ambulance, teaches the kids. They don't care who it is as long as somebody's doing it, right? Just as long as there's a body that shows up. Absolutely, Vanessa, right? You feel replaceable. You guys, now Howard said, not really. That's cool. I'm glad. I'm very glad. But unfortunately, some companies, it's undervalued, underpaid, overworked, right? You guys, that's how I felt as a paramedic, right? For years and years and years, it didn't matter. As long as there was a paramedic in the ambulance to call the 911, nobody cared who it was, right? There were times where my bosses would call me and say, hey, I know that it's Christmas, but we need some people in the ambulance, right? It's my day off. It's Christmas. You want me to come in? Are you coming in? No, I don't mind coming in and doing my job, but if my superior, my supervisor is going to ask me to do something, I expect them to be doing it as well. That's not the way that it works in the corporate world, right? They expect you to do things that they themselves are not willing to do. I was very happy to find that in this business, that is not the case, right? Very early on, I had a situation and I had to call Ron. I called up the Archer office. They said, you know what, you need to call Ron and you need to talk to him about this. And I started sweating. Oh my God, I got to call the CEO of the company. So I put my big girl, you know what's on, and I called up Ron. He answered the phone. That was the first thing. A CEO answered his phone. That blew my mind. Second thing is, I started talking to Ron, right? He's like, you know, Chris, I'm right in the middle of something. Let me give you a call back. And I was like, okay, no problem. Thank you so much, sir. Have a great day. He called me back 8 minutes later, you guys. 8 minutes later, he called me back. That's huge to me. Not only did he call me back, but he actually reiterated what I had talked to him about, which to me meant he was actually listening to what I had to say. What the issue was and what came of the issue, I don't remember. That's not the important part. What mattered to me was that my CEO cares enough about this company that he was going to call little old Krista back. Now my family affectionately calls Ron Archer Santa Claus because we absolutely love him. He's got a huge, amazing, gifting heart, and he's got white hair and a belly, but we won't talk about that, right? All right, you guys. So moving on from that, I think it's important to really enjoy where you work. All right, now let's talk about evolution. So we talked about Archer. We talked about our host agency. Now we're going to talk about Evolution. Evolution was created as a company to allow everyone the same ability and the same level to be able to come in and do what they wanted to do. I don't know about you guys, but I'm sure many of you guys have worked or tried to get a job somewhere and they're like, sorry, you don't have the experience. Sorry, you look like a great candidate, but you don't have the experience, right? Evolution was created so that no matter if you were a 30-year travel agent or never even thought about being a travel agent, you were able to be a travel agent, okay? Evolution Travel is an all-in-one month-to-month travel agency with a one-time enrollment. Now, let's go over this. Let's talk about a few things. The first thing we're going to do is talk about investment, but I'm not talking about this business. You guys, I'm going to open up the chat box, and what I want you guys to do is put in the chat box something you've ever paid for to get a job, have a job, get a job. Name one thing you've ever had to pay for to have a job, get a job, keep a job. School, certs, background checks, clothes, uniforms, computer, car, scrubs, realtor license, cosmetology license, fingerprints, school, uniforms, bartending license, tools, clothes, all of the above, uniforms, state certification, licenses. Okay, I've yet to see anybody here put gas in their car to get to work. Anybody here put gas in their car just to get to work? Yes. And I don't know about you guys, but gas is like $6.19 here in California. So you got to put gas in your car just to get to work. Wow, that's super expensive. Yes, it's very expensive. But I don't have to put gas in my car very often because guess what? I work from home. So I'm not having to do all that commuting and all of that. Anybody here pay for childcare? I didn't see anybody say childcare. Anybody here pay for childcare to go to work? Anybody pay for childcare to go to work? Yep. Yeah. Yes, ma'am. Absolutely. You guys, childcare is not cheap either, right? I remember when my oldest was in childcare, and he's now almost 19. But just to put some perspective, it was $30 a day to put him in childcare, right? Fast forward to when I put my 9-year-old in childcare, it was like $15 an hour or some silly something, right? That's crazy. I literally used to pay $30 a day and then went to $15 an hour. And I was at a job that made $22 an hour. How does that make sense? How in the world? Like, I'm literally making $7 an hour after childcare, right? Anybody here paying student loans? Anybody here have that ugly thing called student loans? Yeah, you guys, me too, right? Because guess what? That's what we're raised. We're raised, you graduate high school, you go to college, you get a job, right? The part that they don't tell you is that between going to college and getting a job is this place where you can't get the job. Oh, you have a master's degree? That's cool. You don't have any experience. Oh, you have experience, but you don't have a degree, right? But you still have to pay those student loans. I get it, because I have student loans too. I was a pre-law major at one point because I was going to become a professional. I love education, so I soak it all up, and unfortunately I got student loans to pay for it. Anyways, the point of the matter is that no matter, it's a double-edged sword for sure. You guys, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter what you do, where you do, how you do. There's always something you've got to pay for to get a job. You guys, what we are talking about is not a job, right? It's a company, it's a business. When you join our company, it's normally $300, then $69.95 a month. When you start, it's normally $369.95. You guys, it's not. They're waiving the enrollment fee. They're waiving that $300. I don't know why. Maybe our founder feels good. Maybe it's a late summer sale. But $69.95. You guys, that's for the hotel discounts, the free cruises. You guys are able to set your own hours. You guys, I would hate to ever have to go back to a 9-to-5. I would hate it. Absolutely hate it. Now, I had to set an alarm this morning just to make sure that I was up and functioning because I decided to stay up and binge watch some Netflix last night. But it was probably the first time in a very long time that I've had to set an alarm. There is a 10-day money back guarantee. You guys come in, you do some trainings, you see what it's like, whatever, 9 days in, you're like, Krista, love you, love the company, love everything about it. It's just not for me, right? Understand? 10-day money back guarantee. Access to fam trips, work from the beach, you guys, but there's also no sales quotas and no commission caps. We have people that do this business for a plethora of reasons. They do it because they are looking, maybe they're already a stay-at-home parent and they're looking to bring in some extra income, right? Maybe you're looking to fire your 9-to-5. Maybe you're looking to travel more. Maybe you need some more tax write-offs. Maybe whatever the case may be, right? You guys, lots and lots of reasons. So that's one of the things that I really like about the fact that there's no sales quotas and no commission caps. You guys want to just use it for the perks and the tax write-offs? Great, absolutely cool. You're one of those people that wants to sell $1 million worth of travel? Please come in, do that. I'll sit in the front row and cheer you on, right? Because we want you to be successful. Also those discounts to Disney. But you guys, we're going to actually show you how to earn that $69.95 back. Us, your leaders, so please don't call up corporate and ask them. Us, your leaders, are actually going to give you back that $69.95. We've created something called success steps. They're easy steps for you to complete. Once you're done with those steps, you're going to feel confident about booking travel and you're going to be able to earn back your initial $69.95. Like I said, that's coming from us. That's not coming from Ron. It's not coming from David. So don't call them up and say, hey, where's my $69.95? No, you guys, it's coming from your mentors. All right, so full travel agency, website with maintenance and updates, travel agent certification, vendor and suppliers, earn your IATAN card, travel booking training, marketing training, fam trips and perks, live small group coaching, as well as live one-on-one coaching. Now, you guys, I want you guys to go to the chat box. We're almost done. Almost done, you guys. Go to the chat box for me and put the word optional in the chat box for me. Optional, optional, optional. I want you guys all to put the word optional because I don't want anybody to come back and ask me if they have to, right? It's optional. Now, my next question is to you guys, when was the last time somebody asked you for a recommendation? What restaurant should I go to? I need a new groomer. I need a new lawn, guy to cut my lawn. I need a roofer, plumber, all the time, right? What restaurant should I go to? What movie should I go see? What store should I go to buy shoes, right? All the time, every time, all the time, every day, right? People are always asking for recommendations. You guys, so much so that Facebook has a button for recommendations on it, right? People love to give their opinions and they don't even realize that they're doing it. Now, we have, the other thing is like, when was the last time they paid you for it, right? When was the last time that one of those companies was like, hey, here's a free dinner on us, right? Like that never happened. They never, oh, thanks, you sent 10 people to us. No, rarely ever. You guys, we have an optional referral program. It's optional, right? Only about 10-15% of the company actually takes part in the optional referral program. And I think sometimes people do this more because they love to teach and they love to train. But we're going to walk through this real quick. If the $69.95 monthly is something that may or may not, concern you or you're worried about, which obviously it shouldn't, because if you can book at least one trip a month, then you shouldn't be worried about the $69.95. You guys, I started this off as a hobby. I was injured. I got hurt as a paramedic. I was sitting at home recovering, and that's how this started for me. Okay. The optional referral program wasn't something that I was interested in. It wasn't until I realized that I wanted to teach and I wanted to train, because that's been my bloodline for, my entire career, that I kind of turned my head towards this side of the business. So the way that this pays out, you guys, if you train or you're training 3 agents, it's $52 to $63 per month. Now that's going to mitigate your monthly fee, right? 52 to 63, the monthly $69.95. So you're just shy of eliminating it. So it's going to mitigate it. 6 is $88 to $120 per month. You have effectively eliminated your monthly. You have zero overhead for your business, right? But you're still able to write off that $69.95 as a business expense. And now maybe you're paying for your Netflix and your Hulu. I'm sure I'm not the only one here that that subscribes to a couple of those different streaming services. As you move along, if you decide this is something that's for you or not, then awesome. Silver is $9, $143 to $220 per month. You still have a free business, as well as now maybe you're putting a tank of gas in your car, right? I mean, I fill up my car every 2 to 3 weeks. So that's not too shabby, right? I got a free business and gas for almost the whole month. Okay. Now, maybe this is something that you really like to do, or maybe it just happens organically, or for whatever the case may be, right? You guys, we always say there's residual bills. You should at least have residual income. Now, this is on top of what you're making on the travel business, right? This is on top of the commissions that you're making. This is on top of, maybe you're making money advertising and marketing your business on YouTube and Instagram and whatever the case may be, right? Talk to any millionaire. If you guys ever want to know how to become a millionaire, they say take a millionaire out to lunch. Any millionaire will tell you that they didn't become millionaires off of one stream of income. Doesn't happen. Multiple streams of income and investments. Now, gold is 15 and 3 being silver. It's $1,200 to $1,600 per month. $1,200 to $1,600 a month. You guys, what would $1,200 to $1,600 extra a month do for you? On top of your travel commissions, eliminate bills, a lot, a new house, jewelry, tax credit, get out of debt, pay off my car, pay my college debt. I'd be comfortable, right, Chantel? Sometimes that's all some people care about, is just wanting to be. You guys, for me, it was, and I don't know if anybody else can relate to this. For me, it was going to purchase something without having to check my bank account first. That to me is stability and financial freedom, when I can use my card without having to check the balance of my bank account before, right? Stephanie's like, yep, right? You guys, that was important to me. That's the place that I strive to be. I don't strive to be rich and famous and all of those things. I strive to be comfortable and have that stability for my family. Now, as these things gradually grow, an organization of $300,000, $5,000 to $6,000 per month. You guys, what would $5,000 to $6,000 extra a month do for you? What would $5,000 to $6,000 per month extra do for you? I'd leave Florida. That's funny, Courtney, because I want to move to Florida. But then again, people want to move to California and I want to leave here. So pay off my house, everything. I'd get a 2022 Jeep Wrangler. Mackenzie, you could get a 2023. Leave Missouri, allow me to get a house, move out of my house, buy a French Bulldog. I heard those are expensive. I'd be able to breathe. Kenneth, like I said, that's sometimes, right, you guys? That's more than I made as a paramedic. Like, that's still just mind-blowing to me. Something I had to go to school for. Something with so much liability and all of those things. Get a home where my daughter lives, right? You guys, that is having an organization of agents, right? This is training other agents to be agents. All right. So again, you guys, optional. This side of the business is optional. If it's for you, it's for you. If it's not for you, it's not for you. But to be honest, multiple streams of income is definitely somewhere that I am interested in. So you have your travel agency, which is your traditional income, right? Travel agent first and foremost. 85 to 90% of the company, that's all they do, is just run their travel agency. That's the traditional income. On the right-hand side is the optional referral program, the residual income. As a 1099 independent contractor, you will have the freedom to work remotely and the flexibility to set your own schedule. You can do this full-time, part-time, anytime, from anywhere. We are a community, a support network, and training program of travel professionals that are here designed to help you achieve financial freedom and time freedom using the travel business model. If you're struggling with not making enough at home, not being challenged, or you need more time with your family, we absolutely can help. Believe in yourself. So many people I find in this world, they don't believe in themselves. They don't see themselves as capable. They will find 1,200 excuses as to why they can't before they find one reason why they can, right? I'm sure we all can make excuses till the cows come home, but you guys have to believe in yourself and tell you can, and then you will. Who is this perfect for? People who love to travel, people who love to help others. You guys want part-time, you guys want full-time, you guys want whenever you want. It's your business. If you want to make money from home as a travel agent with a fully licensed, bonded, and insured travel agency, with a community of supportive travel professionals, then we're here to help you. We're right for you. Our goal is to work with positive people who are kind, high-spirited, and willing to learn while working hard for their success. We don't want the know-it-alls. We don't want the naysayers. We don't want the negative Nancys or any of those things. Now, you guys, I am one of those people that I put my nose to the grindstone and I keep working, and I don't realize how hard I'm working until all of a sudden my goal has been achieved and I'm like, holy cow, I did it, right? I just go to work. You guys, there was a moment in my business here that I literally broke down and cried. I looked at something, I went and sat down. We have these stairs that go into our living room, and I sat there with my phone in my hand and I started crying, and my husband looked at me and he said, why are you crying? Like, what's up? Are you okay? And it was the moment that I realized that I truly had made the best decision of my life. I hit the top 20 income earners list for this company. You guys, it still gives me chills. You guys, with all of my successes and things in my life, for some reason, that goal hit the most. And I think it's because I own my business. It was something that I truly had achieved myself, right? It wasn't a bonus I had gotten for somebody else. It wasn't hard work or success that I was getting for somebody else. It was something that I had completely done for myself, for my family, right? And that is what means a lot to me. Now, the Today Show did an article called Live Life Without Major Regrets, 8 Lessons from Our Older Generation. Now, I'm not going to read all 8 lessons, but there are 2 that point out to us or stand out to us. And they interviewed people in their 70s, 80s, and beyond, and they revealed their biggest regrets in life to give perspective to the younger generation. Number 4 was not traveling enough. And this makes me sad. I actually have a client that I just booked 2 days ago. They're doing the Panama Canal cruise, and she's like, I think this might be our last hurrah, Krista. And I was like, please stop. You're going to make me sad, Yolanda. But when your traveling days are done, you'll still wish you had taken just one more trip. People often put big trips off until retirement, only to find their health failing when they're ready to go. Their advice: travel is so rewarding that it should take precedence over other things you spend money on. Travel when you're able to, just go. It doesn't have to be luxury. You guys, I was a single mom for 12 and a half years, and my oldest and I traveled. It wasn't luxury. It wasn't always super fancy. It wasn't always super expensive, but I made sure to take us on a family vacation every single year because it's the memories. And I noticed that moment the other day when my son, and I think maybe he's just reflecting on things because he's getting ready to leave and go off to the military. But he looked at me and he's like, Mom, you know what? He's like, you're a good mom. And I said, what? And he goes, I never wanted for anything. I got to see the world. I got to travel. You were a good mom, all of those things, right? Not traveling enough. You guys, that is a regret in people's life at the end of their days. The next one is not taking enough career chances. You guys, I was bound by a career that I was okay with. It was fulfilling. I loved helping people, but it wasn't, to me, my life calling. But people get stuck in careers because they're afraid of change. They're afraid of whatever, right? The elders were much more in favor of career risk taking than Pilmer ever would have imagined. Many regretted saying no to opportunities because they were afraid of taking a chance or felt too comfortable in their current job. Our oldest generation is telling us that we need to live a life with yes as our bias. You're much more likely to regret a career move you didn't make than trying and having it not work out so well. The last thing you want to do is live your life in regret. Their advice: always say yes to a career opportunity unless there's a very compelling reason to decline it. Try something new and don't be stuck in a box. Now we're going to go through a recap real fast, just so that way you guys have this written down. You guys have taken the notes. You're well aware of all of the information. It is $69.95 to get started today. It is $69.95 a month. It will come out the same day every month. So what is today? The 27th. So the 27th of every month, $69.95 will come out. What is the $69.95 a month for? You guys, as you can see in the recap up above, right? But it's also going to cover your errors and omissions insurance. I don't know if you guys know what errors and omissions insurance is, but it's an insurance that we have to cover as have as travel agents. It's also something that real estate agents and insurance agents, they have to have as well. Each travel agent has to have a $1 million insurance policy, and part of your monthly covers a part of that. It includes your website maintenance, all of your vendors, all of your suppliers, all of the training, the fam trips, all of that, the tax write-offs, the deals, the whatever's, right? $69.95 a month. You guys, don't forget you have that 10-day money back guarantee. So 9 days, whatever the case may be, You don't want to anymore? No big deal. 30 days after signing up and every month after, $69.95. Now, people will ask me, Krista, why do I have to pay for a job? You're not paying for a job. You're paying for a business. You're paying your business expenses. You guys, there is not a business in the world that you can be fully licensed, bonded, and insured with a website, with all of the things that you need for $69.95. There's just not, right? You guys have to pay car insurance on your car every single month. Same thing here. You have to have errors and emissions insurance every single month. You want your website up every single month. Guess what? You got to pay for the website. So every single month, $69.95. Complete your success steps in the first 30 days and your platinum leaders are going to pay you back that initial $69.95 investment. You guys are free to cancel at any time. No cancellation fees. This is not a gym membership. You're not locked in for a certain amount of months, whatever the case may be. You guys are in the business for 6 months. You need to take a month off. Okay, fine, whatever, come back. Great. Okay, cancel at any time. No cancellation fees. You guys, I want to thank you for attending this informational webinar. Again, my name is Krista Wiley. I am a 1-star platinum and IATAG card holder. You guys can see up here at the top left, this is my family. That was us using our Walt Disney World perks, March of 2021. Down here at the bottom right, that's Santa Claus. I mean, Ron Archer, owner of Archer Travel Group. And then the Mr. David McCovey, founder of Evolution. Amazing, amazing man. I can't wait to see him in a couple of days. The other two, me and my husband. You guys, that is it for the presentation. I have a couple of things.